Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. My name is Ariana Garcia. And I am the Entrepreneurship Training Coordinator here in the Women's Business Center at Assets. I am joined here by my colleague, Jessie Tuno. She should be able to join me shortly. In the meantime, I would love if anyone would like to drop their name and information in the chat. Please feel encouraged. Let us know what your idea or business is and maybe how you heard about assets while we give folks a couple more minutes to hop on a while. Hi, Michael. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Jesse.
Hi.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All
Hi,
right.
Andera. Thank you for joining us. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, I'm gonna toggle over to the slide deck while we let a few more folks come in, Jess, and then we can pivot, okay?
Perfect. Yep.
Excellent. All right. Okay. Technology will agree with me because you guys know how that goes. All right. Session. Okay, wonderful. Are we all seeing the same thing? Fabulous. Okay. Welcome. So I do want to be did it go away or is it still there?
Nope, you're still there. You're
Okay,
good.
perfect. So I do just want to welcome everyone again. Thank you so much for joining us. As I mentioned initially, my name is Ariana Garcia, and I am the Entrepreneurship Training Coordinator here in the Women's Business Center at Assets. I am joined by my colleague, Jessie Tuno, who is our Women's Business Center Manager, and she will be expanding upon Idea Incubator and some of the exciting changes we have made over the year. So we are really happy that you are all here to join us, and we are going to jump right in. Um, what's going on? There we go. So, for those who are not familiar with assets, we will be talking briefly about the organization. We will highlight a few entrepreneurs who have worked with us in the past, and we'll kind of go over Idea Incubator. What are the expectations? Who this could be a fit for? So, really, this is an open space to have conversation. Please, if you have questions, drop them in the Q&A, drop them in the chat. Me and Jesse will take turns moderating that and we will get to them as applicable, or you're welcome to hold your questions until the end. So, for those who are not familiar with us, Assets is a local nonprofit based in Lancaster. We serve Lancaster, Dauphin, Berks, Lebanon, and York counties as well. We exist to cultivate entrepreneurial leadership to create economic opportunity for underserved communities, and we envision a human-centered economy where we are able to emphasize triple bottom line of people, planet, and profit. Our values include trust, ownership, equity, justice, and excellence. Our Women's Business Center at Assets is actually what hosts all of our trainings. So we have monthly workshops. Our calendar is updated until about July of this year. I encourage all of our clients and prospective clients to check it out. We do everything from webinars like this to in-person seminars, typically at Southern Market. And then we also host a variety of different programming, such as Idea Incubator. Idea Incubator is flagship programming for Assets, and it is essentially a 12-week program to de-risk the business idea and validate your business model so that when you come out, you're ready to kind of hit the ground running. We also are a certified CDFI. CDFI is a community development financial institution, which basically means we aim to serve communities that typically traditional lenders are not able to work with. So we provide equitable access to capital through unsecured microloans, and we pair that with technical assistance with our amazing lending team who can help you get ready to access your capital and beyond. We are a licensed CDFI in 5 counties, so we operate here in Lancaster, Lebanon, York, Berks, and Dauphin. We also have 2 loan products currently. We have our Business Essentials loan, which starts at $500 and goes up to $2,500. It's a 12-month term. There's no interest on that. So it is a phenomenal option for a startup business looking to get some inventory, get a little bit of equipment to get going. Clients are able to use our funding for renovations, operating expenses, and general needs to just get the business up and going. We also have a small business loan that starts at $2,500 and typically goes up to about $10,000. That is a 12 to 36 month term and it's a fixed 8.5% interest rate. Other things to note about our lending, we do not have a credit score minimum the way traditional lenders would. So we often will pull credit and we look at the whole character of the borrower and are able to assess our loan approvals that way. We also have upcoming trainings outside of this seminar. So in person, we will be in Southern Market on April 9th with an associate broker from High Real Estate. So we're very, very excited for Bree to be joining us. And she will actually be going through helping entrepreneurs understand commercial business leases, learning the basics of commercial leasing, why working with a commercial real estate agent really matters, and how to avoid common mistakes that can cost you time and money now or in the future. We also have a financial literacy track for our clients. So every month there's also a different training around financial literacy. So in April, we'll be hosting credit building and credit reports. Credit can really shape your financial future, both personally and in business. So we will be working with our banking partners to break down what credit really means and how to take control of it, both in your personal and business life. I am now going to turn over our information about Idea Incubator to Jessie Tuno, our Women's Business Center manager, who has done a phenomenal job of revamping our curriculum this year, and we are very, very excited.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Ariana, and thank you for if you want to keep the slide deck up, you can
Of
keep that
course,
up for me and then go ahead and go
right now.
through.
Yeah,
Thank you very
of
much.
course.
Yeah. So yes, as Ariana said, my name is Jessie Tuno. I run the Women's Business Center here at Assets. Both Ariana and I are entrepreneurs as well. So I have a small cafe here in Lancaster in the Tanger Outlets called Butter and Bean. We have been in business about 5 years now, and I've been in the restaurant industry about 26 years. So long history of restaurants and teaching as well, because I spent some time teaching culinary and pastry and also overseeing the programs for culinary and pastry arts here at the college level. So yeah, so teaching and mentorship is actually it's truly my passion. I really enjoy what I do. So this opportunity to work through Idea Incubator and do a little revamp for this year was really exciting for us to be able to look at this in a broader lens for entrepreneurs to see what it is that entrepreneurs are truly looking for as they're starting their business, and what are some of the things that we've been seeing when we meet with new entrepreneurs. What are the areas where we've been seeing them missing? So a big piece of what we are doing here in the Idea Incubator this year is mentorship and business plan. So out of the Idea Incubator this year, let me back up a second. Idea Incubator is a 12-week program. We meet Wednesday night from 6 to 8:30. And then you'll also have some work on the outside. So we'll talk about that a little bit more in the next slide and what the expectations are. But I just want to give you an overview of what you can expect out of the Idea Incubator. So it is 12 weeks, as I said, to help you to de-risk your business idea. So we'll work through each week. We'll work through a different section of the business plan and help you to really think through what it is that your business does and how you can help others, or how you can run your business and be a successful business owner from the start. So you can get more, you're going to gain more confidence in your numbers and a better understanding of your financials. You're going to work through and complete a business plan while we're working through these 12 weeks. You'll also have a better definition of what the social impact of your business is. And we'll talk about the social impact or the social enterprise business. We'll talk about that a little bit further down as well. Some of the topics that we're going to cover, we talk about social impact and what that means for you and your business. We'll talk about customer discovery. So all of our businesses are solving a problem. So what is the problem that your business is solving? So for me, as a coffee shop owner, yes, here in the city, there are tons and tons of coffee shops. So in saying that my business is for, those who are looking for a good cup of coffee, that's what all of the businesses, all the coffee shops are doing. So what is the gap that my business is trying to fill? So, for me, it was, I don't like super sweet drinks, and I know that there's a lot of people that don't like super sweet coffee drinks. So we aimed for a premium coffee bean and a great coffee roaster. We make a lot of our own syrups. We don't go heavy on our syrups. So we really identified what the problem is with our business and how our business will, what the solution is that we will offer. So we'll spend some more time talking about that customer discovery, understanding what the problem is that we're trying to solve for the customer. Minimum viable product and revenue stream. So what is the very basic thing that we can do in our business to get the business started quickly, fail fast, and recover fast? So instead of dumping tens of thousands of dollars into your business right out of the gate, what is the very minimum thing that we can do with our business to get it started with low risk, low financial investment, and to be able to test it in front of the customers that we've figured that these are our target market? How can we do the very minimum thing in order to test it, do iteration, figure out what the kinks are, where the problems, the pain points are in the business, create another iteration, test it again until we get this product that we are proud of and we are ready to put out into the world. So talking about financials, we will spend 4 weeks on financials. So we're talking about your COGS, your cost of goods sold. What are your costs, your direct and indirect expenses, and telling your story. Because when people buy your product or service, they're connecting with you and your story, not necessarily the product. So taking it back to that coffee shop owner, what is that? What is the story? Why would they want to come to my coffee shop over any of these other coffee shops around? So making that connection and being able to tell your story in a clear way. Understanding profit and loss statements and what that looks like for your business, understanding your break-even points. What is the number that I need to meet in order to start making money or know that I'm losing money? And understanding your target market. We'll also spend 1 week talking about funding. So what are some different funding sources? So loans, grants, the social investment, funding. What is it called? Sorry, it's crowdfunding, in different ways that we can find funding for our business. We'll also spend a week talking about compliance things, insurance, contracts and agreements, compliance, legal structure of your business. And then we'll finish off with pitching your business. So how do we pitch our business to investors? And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a couple of slides here as well. So why is it important for us to take a class like this? So no one gets to the top alone. No one builds a business alone. We don't grow our businesses alone. So community and having working in a group with like-minded individuals. We learn from each other. We hear from each other. We learn struggles and how to avoid some of these things. And we talk with other people who are in the same space as you. You'll find that as you become a business owner and as you are working through starting your business, you find that you're often you feel kind of alone because your friends and family don't understand why you're pushing so hard to start this business. They don't understand or see the struggles that we have behind the scenes. So having a group of support around you is essential, especially as you're building the business and in those first couple of years as you're getting the business established. So we have a better understanding of social impact of our business. What impact does your business have? People, planet and profitability. We are also investing in ourselves. This 12 weeks, although it's 12 weeks, you're investing 2.5 hours in that one in person for that one Wednesday night, but you are truly investing in yourself and in your business. So, this is something that it's really important for you to connect the understanding of why I'm doing this and what my goals are. So we're investing in ourselves and in your business. Lastly, who is going to benefit from this programming? So, those of you that have a business idea and you are trying to figure out what the next steps are, those of you that have a business and you need a better structure or you need more support for your business, those of you who have started a business without a business plan, and now you're struggling with growth and how to set yourself up correctly. Sometimes we get ahead of ourselves and we just jump into opening the business and we don't put the proper structures in place. So developing your business idea, you're working on developing your business idea and you're trying to figure out what impact your business is going to have. And those of you who are strongly invested in seeing your business come to life. So, it's going to take work. It's going to take an investment on your part. But if you're ready for this and you're ready to take that next step, then, we would encourage you to apply for Idea Incubator. So you can go ahead and slide to the next.
Let's see if my stuff will agree with me. There we go.
Awesome. So expectations. This, as I said, 12 weeks. We are in person for 2.5 hours each week. You will also have about 4 to 6 hours of work outside of class. So we are going to be using a program that's going to help us to build our business plan. And each week, along with the information that you're getting in class, we'll go more into depth for whatever that topic is for each week that you're working on in your classroom outside of class. So we'll have a structure. We'll go over the syllabus in the first week, and it'll give you the breakdown of what topics we're covering each week, what your homework is for each week, and what the expectation is going into the next week. So if you are keeping up with all of the work outside, by the end of the 12 weeks, you will have a fully completed business plan. So why is a business plan important? We need business plans. It's a living document. It is something that we are looking at, that we have taken the time to really dig deep into our business and what this idea is. And it is our roadmap for our business. So we've taken the time to think through all of the things that our business is, what it does, who it benefits, how we're getting there, what the future looks like for our business. Now we pass all of our decisions through that business plan. So an opportunity comes up. Does this align with the heart of my business? So it's important for us to take that time and spend this time over these 12 weeks to really invest the time into that business plan. So as long as you're doing the work, there are videos that you can watch, and then we also have questions that they'll ask as they're going through, and as you're writing those questions, it will be creating your business plan over here in the background. So as long as we are working through all of this, you should have a well thought out, fully formed business plan by the time we're done. Participation. So we ask that you plan to participate each week. And by that, I mean, when you come to class, we want you to be involved. We want you to ask the questions. We want you to make friends with the others that are in the class with you. One of the new things that we've added for this year is that each of our participants will have a mentor or a learning partner through Leadership Lancaster. So Leadership Lancaster is joining us this year, and we're going to do a little matchmaking with a learning partner for the 12 weeks. The hope is that you have someone that has connections in the community, that's in business, that has been running businesses or in some form of leadership in business, that are farther along than where you are. So each of our participants will have a learning partner that you'll be paired with. You'll meet with them periodically throughout the 12 weeks as well. And then they're going to be there to support you and to cheer you on and make the connections and help you out as you're working through your business. So participation in the program is essential. We're here to learn from each other. We're all here for the same reason. That you want to invest in your business and you want to grow your business and you want to start the business off on the right foot. So we ask that when you come, that you plan to be open, that you plan to be have good conversation and honest conversations with those around you, and where you're feeling the real struggles, because more than likely they're also feeling that. So that's part of taking away that we're not feeling alone in this journey. Attendance, we ask that you make plans to be at every class on Wednesday nights. If you are not able to, you know that, hey, I have vacation this week or whatever that is, that's okay. Just let us know. But you'll also be responsible then to make sure that you connect with one of the other classmates to be able to get that information. We ask that you come on time and that you're there for the full 2.5 hours. Remember that this is an investment in yourself and that you need to set that time aside and make that time sacred for yourself. So it's understandable, like something happens, traffic, whatever, but do your best to plan to be there for all the sessions and to be there for the full session. So as we start with the program, you'll have a mentor with one of us. There's myself, Ariana, and Lisa, our programs director, that one of us will be with you as your mentor for the entire 12 weeks. So that'll be those meetings that, hey, I'm really struggling. Hey, I really need help with this piece of, or I didn't really understand this part of the topic this week. Can you help me? I will plan to have office hours at least once or twice a week that will have a Zoom link open that you can pop in and ask questions. Feel free to jump into those or check in with one of us as your mentors. The expectation is, as I said, to complete that outside work. Depending on how quickly you can get through the content, 3 hours probably at the fastest for the week, up to 6 hours if you're really taking your time and thinking through that. But that's, for a full week. So ask questions. This is your time. We are here. As I said, Ariana and I are both entrepreneurs. We've been through this journey. We've been through, Ariana was in the incubator a few years ago. I've been through a lot of the programming here at Assets as well. So we are here and we are a wealth of knowledge and we have tons of resources. We have lots of connections. So please don't ever hesitate to ask the questions. And more than likely, if you're thinking it, someone else in the class is thinking it also. They just are maybe afraid to ask the questions. So ask all the questions. This is your time for you to fully grasp the information. And remember your why. So the last one, remember your why. Why are you starting this business? Why are you starting this path? What is it that is bringing you to this point and is going to stick with you as you go through this? When things get hard, when you get told no, when something fails and fails miserably, remember your why. So understand what that why is as we're going into the incubator. Just understanding what your why is. Why are you here? Okay, go ahead, Ariana. All right, so our great social enterprise pitch competition. So let's talk first about what a social enterprise business is and what is your social impact for your business. So a social enterprise business is a business that has a social or environmental purpose that reinvests its profits back into the mission or the community. So this can be as simple as investing back into your employees, that you are taking the time to make sure that they are paid well, make sure that they have continuing education, make sure that they have great tools that they're working with. This could be the community that you're serving. Is it a mental health issue? Helping in the mental health realm? Is it in a physical way that you're helping? People with disabilities, people coming out of prison, rehab. What are those things that your business? How is your business affecting the community around you? Or an environmental purpose. Last year, we had a participant that he saw the need where there are too many plastic water bottles. How do we create a product that isn't out there that can help that's a regenerative product and something that is going to be able to be, what's the word? Recycled, or not recycled, but oh my gosh.
Yeah, right. Like reuse, recycle, and just like be able to
Yes.
like kind of like repurpose it depending upon because their
Yes.
bottle was with I think bamboo, correct?
Of bamboo. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. Yep. So, biodegradable. That's the word I was looking for. So, what kind of environmental impact does your business have? It doesn't have to have all of those things, but really think about what your business does and how it affects the community. So, the Great Social Enterprise, this session, over these 12 weeks, we really focus a lot on what is the social impact of your business. You don't have to have a social impact for your business, but when we come to this Great Social Enterprise pitch, this is something that we are investing in businesses that have the social impact. So at the end of our 12 weeks, everyone will have the opportunity to pitch their businesses. And in that pitch, 5 will be chosen to move on to our Great Social Enterprise Pitch competition. So in that Great Social Enterprise Pitch competition, that's an additional 2 weeks of pitch prep. So we're working with a pitch coach that will help to figure out and to help you to be able to present in front of people, to really focus in on your slides and the look of your slides and the feel of your slides, help you through those transitions. And then those additional 2 weeks will prepare us for the Great Social Enterprise Pitch competition. That is a big deal. That's our premier event for the entire year. We host it every year. Last year and this year will be held at Zetropolis, over on Water Street. And we have usually about 100 to 125 people that will be in the room. These people are community members, they are funders, they are past participants. They have some kind of connection to the assets and to the community. So those are really great. It's a great way to be in front of people in the community to get them to hear your idea. We end with 3 people, and there's cash prizes involved. $10,000 for first place, $5,000 for second place, and $2,500 for third place. That's a grant. So that's free money for you to get your business going. And then there's also some other things that some of our funders and some of our partners also add on to that. So last year we had one of our partners that had free coaching sessions for all 5 of the top 3 participants. So, and then like Leadership Lancaster also holds a spot in their core class for the winner of the pitch. So there's a lot of other things that come along with that pitch competition. So the pitch, so we are looking to have about 16 to 18 participants in our in the incubator. And then on that final night, the 12th week, that's our pitch internally to choose the final five. Only those with a social impact will be able to participate in the Great Social Enterprise Pitch Competition. Everyone can everyone can pitch for that final night, but only five are going to move forward to the Great Social Enterprise Pitch Competition. So, and out of those, your business has to have a social impact, a clearly stated social impact. Okay. All right. Yep. So thank you, Ariana, for carrying that. All right. Yes. So let's talk a little bit here about, we've got a couple of our past pitch. I've got 3 slides in here from our some past pitch winners. So this is Araceli, and she started Arcara Adult Daycare Center. She's doing fabulous here in the city, and she's already looking to expand. I think she's been in business 3 or 4 years, I think it is now. And she is already outgrowing her space and she's looking for larger space. So she's doing wonderful things in this adult care arena, and really, really doing fabulous things for the community. So, yes. Okay, go ahead. You can go to the next one. Prism Thrift, Kate Farbo was our 2024 winner. So I'm sure if you're here in the city that you've seen Prism Thrift and what she's doing. Her journey, she came with a vision for a queer-owned, community-centered thrift store. So she's got her spot over here on King Street, King and Queen, and here in the city. And she is outgrowing her space, and she is actually looking for a larger space to move her thrift shop as well. So, and then our last year for 2025. This is Blanca, and she is the founder of Fuel Madness, which is a meal prep company. And she came to us with her idea of Fuel Kids. So this is an extension of her current business. And she was actually a former student of mine. Many years ago, she was a former student of mine. So it's been really neat to watch her journey and see her come through the incubator and really grow as an entrepreneur. She is currently working on a project with a local daycare center here in the city to be able to provide fresh, healthy meals for all of the children in the daycare center at an affordable cost for the daycare center. Doing everything from scratch, fresh vegetables, the whole 9 yards. So healthy meals and snacks for kids, and partnering with a local daycare center, creating a model that can easily be duplicated in other daycare centers as well. So when Blanca came to us, she just had this idea. She had been running her business, but had no business plan, had, just kind of working through all of the pieces of running a business. So it's really neat to see her now and where she has gotten to at this point. So, all right. So as we move forward here, some important dates that we want to keep in mind. So applications are going to open on Friday. Everyone who registered for this webinar, we are going to send you a follow-up email that has this recording for this evening, but we will also send you additional information, and we're going to send you the link directly for the application. So the application is kind of long, but go through as many details as you can put into it, because it makes it easier for us to really get to know you a little bit more. and how much you've thought through your idea, what you're actually looking for, um, to benefit from this program. So take the time to really be clear about what your business is. If you have a social impact for your business and what that social impact is. And if you don't, that's okay. A lot of people will start with an idea of what their social impact is, but it really develops during those couple of weeks, especially at the beginning there, as you're thinking through and you're really like digging deep into your business idea. So, going into the pitch, applications open on the 3rd and they will close on the 24th. And then we'll take some time as a team to really go through. If we have additional questions, we will contact you about your application. And then acceptance letters will be sent out on May 1st. Once that day, we will contact you whether it's acceptance or we're not able to accept you in this cohort. And then May 6th, you'll need to return your acceptance and just let us know if you're going to continue with the class, if you are going to go into the class. So May 27th is our meet and greet. So that meet and greet, that's going to be with the Leadership Lancaster so that you can meet the rest of your class and you can also meet your learning partners for that night as well. The incubator program itself will start on June 3rd and run through August 19th. As I said, every Wednesday night from 6 to 8:30, we'll have that here, and then you'll have your additional homework that you'll need to do at home. The 19th is what we call our Pitch and Brew. So that'll be the night that everyone will present. The week before, on August 12th, we do spend some time doing a practice run with your pitch and give you confidence coaching for that night. We will talk through, help you along the whole 12 weeks. You'll also be working on that pitch deck throughout the whole 12 weeks as well. And then that's a big piece of meeting with the mentors in helping you to create that slide deck for you to present. On the 19th, you'll have 3 minutes to present your pitch. And from there, we have an outside panel of judges that will listen to your pitch. They'll give you feedback. And then final 5 will be chosen from there. So the following 2 weeks, August 26th and September 2nd, those top 5 will then be chosen, will then be into the pitch prep for those 2 weeks, where we're really refining your pitch deck, refining your speech, helping you to just be confident in front of a large group of people to be able to present for that final night. The expectation is that you have your pitch memorized, that you are pitching without your notes on that last week, on the 19th. So then when we go into those final 2 weeks of pitch prep, you're really just refining the details before you go on to the presentation at the big Great Social Enterprise Pitch Competition. September 10th at Zetropolis is going to be the competition. And as I said, it's a big night. There's a lot of energy. There are a lot of really important people in the room that night. You'll be able to invite your significant other as well to be there to watch and to cheer you on. So, and then we have a panel of judges that come in and they will deliberate. And they will be the ones to choose the final 3 and those prizes. So, all right. Next slide. All right. So I know I've talked a lot. So we want to open it up and see if there's any questions. I don't know if we can, I don't know if they can unmute, but we can.
If yes, I can potentially allow them to talk. If Rachel has a question, do you have
All right.
specific standards you base your acceptances on?
It's really when we are looking at the application, that's really where we're looking to see, have you really thought through this idea, or is this just oh yeah, I'd really like to, open a cafe, but I've never worked in a cafe before. I just like coffee. So what are the things that are really driving you to start this business? So that's really what we're looking at, is the application as a whole. And then if there's something that's unclear, then of course, like I said, then we contact you to make sure, just for any clarity for that. So, but yeah, it's really based on that application. Like we've really put a lot of thought into that application to see, how much thought you've put into this business idea. So,
Awesome. Thank you, Jesse. Does it only apply to women?
nope.
No. Everyone is welcome.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yep, and I
Yes.
do want to clarify too, like you can be in early like ideation phase and looking to build out the business model. Because I know we had
Mhm.
gotten that question a little bit earlier. But if you're in idea phase and looking to like see, is this the idea that I want to launch? You are in fact welcome to apply. But to Jesse's point, we encourage you to really spend time with the questions and truly think about it to make sure that it's a fit for you. Is this hosted at the Assets office in Southern Market? So we are actually typically in the back of the food hall in Southern Market in room, we'll be in room A, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. And for those who are not familiar with Southern Market, we are down in downtown Lancaster on the corner of Queen and Vine. Can you start a business before the 12 weeks? Yes, you are 100% welcome. You can start your business, quite honestly, whenever you feel ready. Our goal here is to kind of just meet you where you are and see what supports we're able to provide, whether that's training, whether that's a warm introduction, whether that's mentorship through one of our partners, or just working alongside us. But you are able to be semi-started, a little bit started, and looking to flesh it out. It really is welcome to a business in any phase.
Mhm.
All right. Anyone have any other questions? Don't be shy.
Yeah. Did we get all the questions that were in from earlier? Did
Yep.
we answer all of those? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Okay.
Do we learn how to get an LLC? So if you are looking for resources to obtain an LLC, I would recommend booking a discovery meeting with myself or Jesse. I did put my email in the chat. You're also welcome to visit the Assets website. I also put that in the chat. If you go to discovery meetings under training, you're able to connect with us. And then we're able to kind of share some of the basics of where to go for your LLC, but there are a variety of ways that you could do it. And then we have a comment from Mayan. Hi, Mayan. We met with an Idea Incubator graduate who was already in business but early stages and was able to apply what he learned in real time after each session. Yes, I can also say, as a serial entrepreneur, I went into Idea Incubator for an idea and then took things that I learned in there and applied it to my real estate business. At that point, I had been running my real estate business for like 4 years with no business plan. Um, so the skills are very much transferable, whether or not it's to this. We hope it's for this business idea. But as many entrepreneurs know, you often start with one lane and then you start to get creative and innovative, and you have different things that spawn from that. Robert, thank you for booking an appointment with me. I look forward to meeting with you. Anyone else feel encouraged to do the same thing? Do you have to have a permit to start a business? It will depend upon the kind of business that you're seeking. There typically is going to be business licensing, health inspections, and certifications, but it very much is industry specific, and also dependent upon where you operate from within our footprint, because from township to township, from county to county, there are different regulations and requirements.
Yes. And I was going to say, going back to that LLC question, in one of the weeks, like towards the end, we will have someone that does business insurance. We'll have a lawyer. We'll have somebody else that'll come in that evening, just talking about some of these compliance issues and some of these things like the LLC, or what's the best structure for you? Is it a sole proprietorship? Is it an LLC? Are you looking at doing a for-profit or a nonprofit business? What does it look like for those different options? So we will still have those, we will have people and resources available to talk through those things as well.
And then we have a question from Stephen Jess. Would you say that ideas for software platforms are still a good fit?
So uh, it, that's a good question.
Hmm.
I think especially with software, that kind of stuff, Ben Franklin actually does a tech accelerator as well,
Hmm.
which is another really great program. That might be something we can talk about. We can probably schedule a meeting with you separately and just kind of talk through what you're looking for with the software platform. And then if Incubator is not a good fit for this idea, we can connect you with Ben Franklin technical partners, and those are the kinds of things that they do all day, every day.
Hmm. Also, potentially too, it says York in the name, but connecting with the York Launchbox as they service York and Lancaster, but they also work very closely with Ben Franklin, and provide a lot of really solid assistance for our startups and our tech clients as well.
Mhm. Yeah. Yep.
And I will make sure I will link Ben Franklin in the Launchbox in my follow-up email as well for everyone.
Okay. Awesome.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Jesse.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing about Idea Incubator?
Ah, my favorite thing. My favorite thing. I absolutely love, first of all, reading through all of the applications and hearing all of these different creative businesses and how everyone is coming at different things from a different point of view. So as we go week to week, and just seeing the different personalities coming out week to week and watching these relationships grow and watching the light bulbs, that's probably my favorite part. So, how
I
about you?
love that. Oh, that's hard. I think similarly to you, like looking at the applications, but then getting the opportunity to connect like the person to the idea and the business. I really, really enjoyed the relationship building that we get to do with the cohort. My cohort for a long time, we still got to go together on a quarterly basis after that. And I'm just a huge proponent of cohort-based programming in general because entrepreneurship can feel really, really isolating. So it's a great way to be in community and also just be with others who get it.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. All right.
Yes,
Awesome.
Elizabeth, I'm biased, but I think it's very exciting. I think it's phenomenal
Um,
programming.
yes.
It is definitely a whirlwind, but it's very well worth it for the client.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Janelle. It was a pleasure.
Thank you
We are
all.
happy that
Yes.
you all joined us and hope that this was helpful to you. I do encourage all of you, if you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me or Jesse. Put yourself on our calendars for a discovery meeting. We are pleased to help. I forgot Maya was a judge last year. Yes, we are
Yes.
joined by a judge from our great social enterprise pitch. We
Yes.
will
Yep.
definitely let Lisa know you said hello, Michael. Thank you,
Yep.
everyone, for joining us.
Yes.
I will send out a follow-up email. It will include applicable links, the application link, as well as the recording. And please, if you know other entrepreneurs who are seeking support or help, whether it's through Idea Incubator, excuse me, micro lending, or just our WBC supports, please connect them with us and feel encouraged to share our information.
Yes. All right. Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you
All
so much,
right.
everyone.
Thank you all.
Have a wonderful evening. All right. I'm going to stop the recording and end us.
Thank you.